Hey, so I'm on my way to garden, and the spot where I'm volunteering right now is really overgrown. It's a new plot that got a little bit out of hand. There's like a lot of grass, but it rained all night tonight, or last night. It rained all night last night. I feel like it's going to be easier to pull up all those weeds and the grass. It's mostly grass, like crabgrass, and you know you have to get that out with the roots or else it's just going to keep coming. And sometimes the roots are really long in between multiple blades of grass. There's a spider. There's a spider right there. Anyway, the end. So this is one of the newest gardens Fallon and I are going to be working on, and it is just full of grass. It starts here. It's this whole entire plot all the way to this rock. So I probably won't film much of it, but basically it's just a bunch of weeding at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what plants are actually here. Okay, so I got my gloves, my basket, my kneeling pad, my scratchy thingy, and I think I'm going to start on the outside edge, like this kind of thing. And definitely going to try to take the grass out with the roots, if I can. I feel like using my gloves makes it harder to pull things out with the roots, so forget the gloves. And there are some trash in here and leaves. So I've been working on this edge. It looks pretty good. I still have to work over there, but then I'm running into these little what look like aster flowers of some sort. I'm just going down to the end of the stem and breaking it. I'm trying not to get any seeds all over the place. Just breaking, getting it out of here. So I'm working on this part right here. These are the leaves. Kind of look like yarrow. Oh, here's some new leaves. They're really cute. Here are the sticks from last year. And looking at this, I think it's maybe like fennel. So I'm just going down to the bottom and breaking it. They break really easily. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm done for the day. Basically, this is all I got done, this little patch. So, lots ahead. I'm at the place where I volunteer, and I just wanted to take a little video of what I have to deal with. You can see where the other gardener's line ends, and then so it's like basically all of that. There's all kinds of things in here: geraniums, milkweed, and fennel, which is everywhere, but mostly grass. I've begun taking some of it out, but there is still so much work to do. It's like really important to pull it out with the roots, or else it's just going to come back, and it's not that easy. Look at, yeah, so, and I have all this to do, which doesn't look that big, but it took me an entire day just to do this area, and then another entire day to do this area, and another right there. It's taking forever. It doesn't look like I did much, but I weeded the edge, mulched a little bit here, went all the way around, and didn't mulch this area, but did weed a lot of the grass out and take out the old dead stuff. So it's coming along. I think this is where I was standing, but I basically was able to clear out some of this area of the grass and a little bit over here, and I have a full basket, so I'm done because I'm bleeding. I just threw on some quick mulch. So that's it for me today. It's quite sunny. It's also extremely muggy because it just rained and everything is evaporating. It's like extra muggy. I'm done. So at first glance there may not be an obvious difference, but you can see I started about here today and weeded out all that grass. It is a lot. So I'm back at the place where I volunteer. That's the area that I worked on, and it's grown in with grass again because it's been raining and I didn't mulch it. And all this that I worked on has grass again, so I'm going to pull it and mulch. Okay, so I weeded for the second time this area and mulched it, but you can see where it stops. So I haven't done any of that, and I need to redo all of this and mulch. Hey, we're back at the garden where we volunteer, the new one. Fallon's going to be helping me today. The mulch is doing a pretty good job keeping the grass at bay, but you can see there's a ton of grass. I mean, that whole area that I cleaned out is basically full again, and I haven't even touched this area. We did get a bunch of new plants, which I wasn't going to do, but we have this globe centaurea, a lavender of some sort, a Russian sage, which is flowering, and then we got this huge grande butterfly bush, grand cascade, not grande. 2 types of echinacea, powwow wildberry, and Cheyenne Spirit, which has these awesome blooms that are completely different from each other. They're a little more orange in real life. At least this one is. A bucket of Echinacea purpurea, double decker. Not a bucket full, but 3 of those. And Crazy Daisy, Shasta Daisy, which was 99 cents. 2 of those. So there's the garden behind us. You can see there's tons of Gara. I don't know if I can count how many, but there's at least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 or 17 bushes, or I don't know, are they bushes? Of Gara. It's really pretty, but it's just taking over. So we're going to thin that out. You can see the grass just kind of grows between all the plants and disrupts their flow. So here's a daisy, and it's already spent, but there's new growth down here. See the little leaves there? So I'm just going to cut off these stems since the flowers are done doing their thing. Right here. There, it's ready for next year. Them are spent, so we're just gonna hold them up. That's what the ends look like. Here's a smaller variety of allium, and you just do the same thing, just pull it up if it lets you. Oh. Pulling up the Gara.
Not that one.
Whoa. That's a big root. Here's what it looks like so far. Wow. Valen just found this. Not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of a wasp nest? It's starting to get dark, but look, we pulled all that out. And that pile, oh, that pile right there. And this is what this edge looks like. And then did a bunch here, pulled all of this out. And a little bit of grass here. And then Valen is starting to mulch. He pulled up all that grass and a bunch of plants. Yeah, so it's coming along. He went to go get more mulch now. Alright, we're going home, but this is what it looks like. It's like a whole new flower bed, kind of. Not yet, but we will mulch and it'll be more defined. We're not done yet, okay? All of this, I pulled out tons of grass here, pulled out the milkweed from here, and then Valen did all that. So I'd say it's success. Okay, we did a bunch of work. You can see how huge of a difference it is. We took out a bunch of things, including how many daylilies?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4 daylilies that were just, ugh. And we're going to plant some of these, which I showed the other day. We took out the Gara.
This bounced back, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Not yet, but
So this is what it looks like today. We did another thick layer of mulch. We're planning on coming in the morning to mulch some more, but we kind of weeded more of this area here. I think it's coming together. It starts where the rock is, our section.
we just got stepped on like 5 times before the crash. Kept going under my shoe.
It's yet another day, and we're here mulching. Just gonna mulch everything thickly.
Well, that did not go a long way. This whole area needs it. Here needs it. Here needs it. Here. All of here. There.
Ah, my head's in it. It's
Hello, so we just went to a bunch of different nurseries and bought a bunch of different plants, and we're going to be taking them to the place that we volunteer. So back there we have some pink salvia, hyssop, a blue beard, one of these clematis, I think that's it, but it's plenty and it will change the color of the bed that we're planting in a lot.
Hey, so we're back at the place where we volunteer, and we got a lot of plants to fill in some of the empty space that we created. Valen is going to be planting, what is this?
Beyond Midnight Bluebeard.
And this is what it looks like. And the bees love it. And I just stepped on a plant.
I'm just pushing the edges off because otherwise they kind of stick out. Actually put it like this.
Yeah. It's a little too low. A little bit still too low, yeah. I put maybe a little more just because you know it's gonna sink a little. Yay. Okay, not good at doing this left-handed. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Salvia. There's still a lot of grass. Grass. There's so much grass.
Do you want to take some of the mulch away from the daisy too?
Okay, let me pull out all that grass.
He's upside down.
Where?
He's on there.
Oh, I see him. He doesn't care.
We like you. Oh, this is weird. The echinaceas are sticking to my shirt.
We love you. Okay, I was digging up that daisy. One down, one to go. Of the salvia, anyway.
The wonderful bars. What is this?
What is it? Is it?
It's half of an allium.
Oh, that's okay. It might still grow.
Yeah, survive.
Now he's planting the clematis.
I don't think it's clematis.
Some people call it clematis, some people call it clematis. I call it either one interchangeably because I don't know what the correct pronunciation is.
That is a healthy root system.
It's been just a couple weeks and look at all the grass that has grown in. It's like we did almost nothing. Here's like a circle of, I'm assuming, crabgrass. I'm just grabbing as much as I can of it and pulling it up. That way I get the roots. Then I'm stuffing in the dirt and trying to cover it with mulch so that more weeds don't grow in those spots because I don't have any more mulch. I'm not just picking out the grass if I see any weeds. They're coming out. I already deadheaded some of the plants. I deadheaded echinacea and the salvia. Stop right here. Also planted some in our garden. Valen planted it. We did a video on it. He replaced a daylily. I don't know what this is. It looks like a fern of some sort. Making headway. The work we put in this, it's surprising to see how much grass is still here. So it felt like we got hit by the roots. A lot of it. But I do feel like I'm getting a lot more this time. It's been hours, but I did the whole thing. There is pretty much no grass. Can't even believe it. It's all in there. Okay, it's been a week since I've been back. Looks pretty good. Not too much grass. This is the color of the asters. Super cute. How did this get here? I thought we pulled all those up. This is doing great. Focus. There's a bee. 2 bees. These are pink. Told you it was pretty, Valen. Very short. And then there's the crazy daisies. cactus is peeking through. I covered it with mulch. It's still growing. Thinking about taking some of these and transplanting it to where I volunteer. All I need is some roots. That should be good. That's better. Okay, I just planted 2 of them. One there, one here, and I have 2 more to plant. Doing that great of a job. The roots are super shallow. There we go. Looks like little lettuce for the bunny. Look, the clematis has a bloom. I'd definitely say it's a bee magnet. Of course it rained and all the grass is back. So much grass. It's really hard to get it out by the roots. It's like I did nothing. This grass. It's about 45 degrees right now. Salvia though is blooming. This is the one we planted this year. Looks like the ajuga is taking. The outer leaves are wilting, but the new leaves are growing in and they're bright purple. Grass, get out of there. So here we have a salvia. It's kind of obvious what needs to come off. You just follow the stem all the way down and take your pruners and cut. You just keep doing that. Cut all the way down or above a set of new leaves, which I don't see any on this plant at the moment. There are some new leaves down deep in there, little ones for next year there. But none growing off of these spent stems. So I'm just cutting those. So just keep doing that. And you're done. And they're evergreen in our zone 6A. So they'll stay green throughout the winter. But they'll still grow new leaves next year. It's raining and the volunteer season hasn't begun yet, so I feel kind of like a creep walking around the area, checking things out and recording. But I just wanted to see what things look like after the snow has melted. There's Bunny. This right here is the bluebeard. There's the hyssop. Salvia. Mums. There's a lot of work to do obviously, but it's all mushy and gross and muddy, and I think we start doing things in April, so I'm looking forward to that time. Also, I'm really nervous. It's weird. I get in this weird state of nervousness, apprehension, sadness that the snow is melting because I love it. It's so beautiful. And there's a lot of work to do once it gets warm enough. So I'm nervous, but once I'm out there, it's really worth it. So yeah. Mums. Done. Last year's seed pods from the Beyond Midnight Bluebeard. Tulip. Oops. I don't know what that is. Sedum. Let's see. Boglebutt. The grass of nightmares. Daisies. Globes and Taria. All done.